What up, ya humps? Just a couple quick thoughts now that we have officially entered the bleak midwinter, the taint of the sports calendar, life after football. Life after football? Oh man, I grew up hating that show. Only the day before you have to go back to school blows as much as the day after football ends. First off, Super Bowl 56? You know what it was? It was eggs over easy served with broken yolks. It was a homemade chicken pot pie served with a mangled crust. It was grandma's lasagna, but it just sort of slid all over the plate right into the salad. Hey, Food Network, let's get to the point. What are we talking here? The Super Bowl was good, but it was a mess. It was never great, but it kept our attention. And it was fun. Until it wasn't. Or until the refs decided to enter the chat out of nowhere at the end of the fourth quarter. I mean, if you're just gonna let him play all night long, then show some consistency, you black and white striped meat sticks. I thought the Bengals were gonna do it. Those Cincinnati scamps almost had it. Until their magic cup of Lucky Cinnamon Chili just ran out. If they just could have gone to overtime and then either won or lost by a field goal, I'd be a lot happier today. And by happier, I mean richer. And don't even get me started on how much it cost me when OBJ went out. Bad beat central. So, hooray for LA and their fans. Stafford gets his ring. Okay. Cooper Kupp legitimately might be one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. Aaron Donald, legitimate force of nature. And Cincinnati's offensive line, they're like that overflowing trash barrel you see on your way out of a music festival. Cincinnati knew they needed offensive line help. They drafted Jamar Chase, who got them all the way to the Super Bowl until their offensive line was their undoing. Life, you fickle bitch. As far as the broadcast, Al and Chris, they did nothing for me. Now here's a guy who didn't like the way I called Super Bowl 56, Al. The commercials were fun and 100% aimed at people my age. Seems like the ad people finally figured out nostalgia is the quickest way to my wallet. The halftime show was a blast, if for no other reason than knowing how much it pissed off the grumpy dad in the armchair crowd. Speaking of grumpy dad takes, there was a commercial for some new Lord of the Rings TV show which basically looks like a souped up version of Legend of Zelda. Hard pass. And so that's it for one of the most memorable seasons and wildest postseasons in NFL history. Hell of a way to spend Valentine's Day, football abandoning me like this. Anyone else feel like they basically watched the Super Bowl with Buffalo at Kansas City and the rest of the postseason was gravy ball? Going forward, sure, there's other sports, hoops, hockey, madness, and more. Gronk will finally get Frank to hook him up with a USAA discount before baseball pulls its head out of its ass. But nothing moves the needle like football. Hell, I'm such an addict, I might even watch USFL 2.0 this April. My God. Have you no decency, good man? I think the two things I'm most excited about over the next couple of months are NFL free agency and that new Batman movie. That's what I'm talking about. Not that the show was any great shakes or nothing, but couldn't they have at least saved Book of Boba Fett for after football so I would have had something to look forward to watching? How pathetically football am I? Right after the Super Bowl was over, I hopped on the computer machine, grabbed the Pats at 25-1 odds for Super Bowl 57, and by the way, I noticed Super Bowl 57 is being played in Arizona, and one team has been in both Super Bowls that have been played in Arizona. One was awesome and one was not. So basically it's confirmed Patriots in Super Bowl 57. Book it. Hold on. Hey, honey, can you get us a hotel in Arizona early next February? Sure, I'll watch and share some unnecessary opinions and generate some hashtag content about stuff in the coming months. But truth be told, there's just no methadone for the NFL. You know, being hopeless isn't as bad once you steer into the ditch in which your soul resides. Thanks for the ride once again, football. Enjoy the off season and everything that comes with it, you humps. And anytime anything Pats-tastic happens, you know where to find me. Under a bridge, at a brewery, or at a brewery under a bridge. Talk soon, go Pats, and go fuck yourself.